So Bam Adebayo on a random Tuesday, March 10th in 2026, dropped 83 points. Let me tell you what happened as a person who actually watched the game. It's not just made hot takes, right? So number one, he dropped 31 in the first. He got very hot from three. He was hitting fadeaways. He was blown by Alex Sarr and freaking Vucevic and them, Anthony Gill, like whatever, just by being bigger. Because Sarr is the only big that can actually play D on that team, and he's 7', 205. So, you know, he's lighter on the lighter side, and he can be a little slow-footed. The commentator would say he stands more upright, so that's why we getting caught lacking. And then he also had to overcompensate for them being sorry every single way defensively. He got to help off Bam to protect the paint. Bam gets a wide open jumpers, or if he gets it, he has to close out. Boom, he gets a runway to the rim. Yammed on dunk on Sarr, yammed on other people. So, but anyway, yeah, he had like at least like 45 to 50, or he had 43 in the first half. 45 to 50 was just straight, like nobody could say nothing about like how he got 50 points, to be honest with you. Like it was straight hoops. Plus the Wizards were giving the Heat the ball every 3 possessions. They had like 80 turnovers. They weren't getting no defensive rebounds. So the Heat got hella extra possessions, and yeah, like he was just hot. He was just hot. Plus Bam really wasn't taking bad shots. Like he was jacking threes. He was definitely jacking threes, but he had like 4 or 5 threes in it. You know what I'm saying? So why wouldn't he keep shooting? Plus he passed to the open man. Like he didn't demand the ball every single possession. He was passing to the open man. So Fontecchio on them and Pele Larson and Davion and them were killing. They were killing. So with that knowledge, right? And I didn't know this earlier, but Alex Sarr, he was on a minutes restriction, right? So he only played 20 minutes. He got 28 points. I feel bad for Alex Sarr. No cap. I feel bad for him. Now, people don't really care because Embiid dropped 70 on 1B. Nobody really cares about that. But, and that wasn't all on 1B. Just like, this wasn't all on Sarr, but because he was the primary defender to start the game, it looks nasty. But yeah, the Wizards had to take out Sarr. He was in foul trouble, but he was killing. Like, he was actually going crazy. Him and Bam were going bucket for bucket. Look. But yeah, like, they took out Sarr. They start fouling him intentionally as if he hadn't hit like 16 free throws already. Fourth quarter, they're up like 20 to 25, right? Throughout basically the whole time. Now, granted, the NBA is not the same league where you can have like a 20-point comeback in the fourth quarter. We've seen it. We've seen it live. We've seen it this season. So they were honestly just trying to keep the lead because Bam was like, they're off it. They didn't have Norm Powell. They didn't have Tyler Hero. It was Bam. They didn't have Wiggins. It was Bam. So yeah, the game is kind of over. Like it starts to become over. And as you kind of get into that fourth quarter, they are just feeding Bam. They are trying to beat that record because Bam has like 70 at this point, and you know it's kind of obvious they're going for the record. But the Wizards took until basically the end of the game to realize, why don't we just foul someone other than the guy who has 30 free throws at this point, and who's about to break the record in free throw attempts made. But at that point, it was too late. So my conclusion for this game, number one, the Wizards need to be. Everyone that isn't named Alex Sarr and Trey Johnson needs to be sent to freaking Germany immediately. Need to tighten up. Need to I don't know what, coach included. Coach need to go with them too, because why did they wait until he has 67 points to play freaking real defense, to start doubling him, like to start tripling him, to start being like, let's take the ball out of his hands, let's prevent him from getting the ball. They waited until that long to do that. Instead they were trying to play isolation defense. Like your best defender couldn't even really stop him. So like, what are we doing? And mind you, bro, watch the game, because Alex Sarr was hitting freaking reverse blocks. Like Alex Sarr was playing for his life. He was putting it in pain, bro. He was dead putting it in pain, bro. Like, I need y'all to respect him. So that's the first conclusion. The second conclusion is nobody should hate Bam. Nobody should hate Bam. Congratulate him. He's second all time in scoring a game. That's a fact. You cannot get there easily. So he did what he was supposed to do. He was getting buckets. He was letting teammates get going. He was passing the open man. He was playing defense. He got multiple blocks, and they got the win. And anyone who said, "Oh my gosh, he needs to stop because they told me," Kobe would have told him to keep going. Kobe literally has said that he supports the evolution of players. He thinks players should be greater than the ones who played before. Like, he's literally said that. Like, anyone who thinks that, oh man, you should still respect Kobe, you weren't a fan of Kobe, bro. You are a fan of the mythos of Kobe, the religion of Kobe. Like, you're not a fan of Kobe Bryant, the basketball player. So this freaking idolization of freaking people for playing a sport, for any form of entertainment, really, idolization needs to stop, bro. The only one you should worship is God, the Almighty, not any human being. Like, stop it. Just stop it, bro. Like all the glorious king stuff. That's what happens, bro. And it also has to do with like how the sport is covered. But yeah, people are annoying and immature, childish. All right, number 3. I'm ashamed to admit it. You know, because I've said counted this on this channel, but Wilt 100 points is real, bro. Tyrese Halliburton said something similar. Like after watching that, and I watched the entire game until like Bam got subbed out. Cause I watched the replay, which is why this video so late. But yeah, Wilt 100 points was real, bro. It was real. And the way I just watched it, Bam is scoring this way, and we already know that Wilt had like, I forgot, like 26 free throws or something like that, or something like that, like, or 30 free throws. Yeah, he had 30 free throws. It was real, bro. But that leads me to number 3, which is number 4. There's no way of amassing such a point total without the game being manipulated by either or both teams, right? With that Wizards sorry defense and all that stuff. So in the free throw situation, which is why Kobe's 81 with 16 free throws is insane. Like it's the best scoring performance by far. And then Luka's 73 is right there, is right below with how it was so efficient. Like it was by far the most efficient of the highest scoring performances. And all right, number 5 is that I think people were gassing it. People are genuinely gassing it because number 1, why would he not go for the record when he's that close? Why would he not go for the record when he's that close? They're like I don't understand. Like people are gassing it. They're like, oh my gosh, the Miami Heat were fouling them on defense so that they could get the. Hello? First of all, the Wizards were fouling because they could not guard him, and they said, oh, let's just prevent him from. First of all, they were like, let's prevent him from getting field goals because obviously, you know, a field goal is worth more than free throws. But then they were also like, okay, let's foul their players. Like, and again, it took them way too long to realize this. Oh yeah, like if we foul freaking G-Shot Johnson or Myron Gardner or whatever, some person who's not as good at shooting free throws, not only does Bam not score, but you're more likely to get the ball back. But again, it wasn't really a real basketball game at that point because like they were trolling. You got Carl Bub Carrington doing us, you know, hold the ball for 24 seconds, like instead of trying to come back. But like whatever, like yeah. And then next point, number 6, is this is going to be an exchange trivia Jeopardy question because really like Bam dropped 83. Like it's going to be like who has scored the most points in NBA history? It could be Wilt, LeBron, or Michael Jordan and Kobe. Bam, and then everyone's gonna pick one of the other ones. And you see like 10% Bam. Like, did you remember in 2026 Bam dropped 83 on the Washington Wizards? I'm like, all right. And then number 8 conclusion, or is number 7? I don't remember. But shout out to Bam. Honestly, he has made so much improvement as a ball handler and as a shooter throughout his career. Like, even though it's against the Wizards, which taxes his performance for sure, and nobody could guard him. Literally nobody could guard him. The only one was Alex Sarr, and he was playing, but he was also getting fouled. So yeah, like it was cooked. But yeah, like even though it's against the Wizards, like I seen him try to move like this before, but I never see him move like this before. You feel me? Yeah, if you know, bro. And he gave the glory to God. He ended up without God. So hey, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I mean, as another Nigerian, you know, I gotta respect it. I didn't even know his actual backstory before because I only heard that, you know, he didn't claim Nigeria, but then I heard about his actual backstory a little bit. And I was like, oh, okay, my fault, you know, respect the Bam, bro. Let me know what y'all think about Wilt, Bam, Kobe, all time in the comments, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 for, you know what I'm saying, real basketball takes, well, that are made by actually watching basketball. All right, y'all have a blessed day.